India banned the use of TikTok in their country in 2020.
India has announced plans to ban 54 Chinese apps that pose a threat to the country's security. The apps set to be banned include Sweet Selfie HD, Beauty Camera, Viva Video Editor, App Lock, and Dual Space Light, among others.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Trade Serpent, the channel that brings you informative and interesting facts about the world we live in. In recent years, the Indian government has ordered the banning of some 250 Chinese apps, citing them as undermining India's sovereignty and integrity, India's defense, national security, and public order. Apps such as TikTok, Zender, Channe, and CamScanner are widely used in India and have millions of downloads. The banning of popular mobile games such as PUBG Mobile and Garena Free Fire has shocked gamers as well as the country's esports community, according to government agencies. These apps allegedly collected sensitive user data and requested critical permissions. Servers in hostile countries are said to improperly receive and use the captured data. Recently, the Indian version of his playground unknown Battleground Mobile called BGMI or Battlegrounds Mobile India has been removed from the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Battle Royale games have become hugely popular in India, surpassing his 100 million users in just 1 year. BGMI was reportedly blocked under Section 69A of the Act. This is the same section previously used to ban Playground Unknown Battleground. The Korean company Krafton, creator of BGMI, is working with the Indian government to lift the ban, but there aren't many details about when the ban will be lifted. In particular, those who have already downloaded the game will still have access, so the game has not been completely removed from the server. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has launched a ban on 138 betting apps in India amid constant complaints about Chinese loan and betting applications. MateY was recently ordered by the Home Office to ban these apps. These apps are linked to third-party relationships with China. All of these apps were found to violate Section 69 of the Act and contain content deemed a threat to India's sovereignty and integrity, according to sources. Sources say these proposals were used to lure financially distressed people into debt by increasing interest rates on loans by as much as 3,000%. Chinese applications can exploit server-side security. It could be used as a spying tool and extract important data from Indian users. All of these apps are considered threats as they can access your personal information and spy on you on a large scale. The Ministry of Interior began investigating several Chinese lending apps about 6 months ago and found about 94 apps on e-stores operated through third-party links. Following clashes with Chinese forces on the Indian-Chinese border in Ladakh and violent clashes on June 15 that left 20 Indian soldiers dead, the Indian government announced on June 29 that it will implement data security and security measures, banned 59 Chinese apps, citing above concerns. These include popular ones like TikTok, SHAREIT, UC Browser, CamScanner, Hilo, Weibo, WeChat, and Club Factory. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology claims in a press release, secretly on a server located outside India. The post-ban benefits are many. It was Chinese apps that conquered the Indian market everywhere, so this move will help Indians in. Opportunities for Indian entrepreneurs. For decades, China has protected and nurtured its own entrepreneurs by banning global apps and software. A quick look at his mobile apps and websites banned in China shows names like WhatsApp, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Netflix, YouTube, BBC, The New York Times, and even his Quora. It floats. The ban creates opportunities for Indian app makers. It shows the innovative thinking by the Modi government. The ban is aimed at a local audience that is increasingly crying for blood in the wake of China's aggression. In this regard, the ban serves to cover some of their need for action by governments. Proper response to China's border aggression. This hypothetical response is appropriate, as India does not like to physically attack its larger, more powerful adversary, China. Governments are working on new smartphone security rules that require OS updates to be screened before they are made available to users to deter snooping attempts from countries like China. As part of the proposed rule, users will also be given the power to remove pre-installed applications, officials and industry executives said. The Indian government is planning to introduce new security testing for smartphones, which will require smartphone makers to allow the removal of pre-installed apps and mandate screening of major operating system updates. This move is aimed at safeguarding users' data and follows the government's ban on over 300 Chinese apps. India reportedly wants to follow Europe's example when it comes to uninstalling preloaded apps from phones, as per the reports and articles from India Today, WEO News, etc. The Indian government's decision to ban pre-installed apps is due to concerns about spying and abuse of user data, with explicit references to the risk from China. Pre-installed apps can be a weak security point and a matter of national security, and the government wants to ensure that no foreign nations, including China, are exploiting it. Since a border clash with China in 2022, India has banned more than 300 Chinese apps in the country, including TikTok, and has intensified scrutiny of investments by Chinese firms. The new security rules will require smartphone makers to allow removal of pre-installed apps and mandate screening of major operating system updates. Still, government is taking steps over to increase our cybersecurity and prevent us from online scamming. So share and cooperate these norms of government our own benefits. Thanks for watching. Please share the video, subscribe the channel, press like button below, hit bell icon for more updates.